Well, I think he has a right to ask for that since he's played Thor all these years. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It is now past the holiday season. Sorry I've been away for so long. I've also been busy with other things. But now I'm getting back to it. So here we go. I reported back with Chris Hemsworth coming down, most likely being predisposed, not coming down with, but he will most likely contract Alzheimer's because he has the gene for it from both of his parents, so it's pretty much more than likely. But now, Chris Hemsworth says his return to the MCU depends on Thor being portrayed drastically different from Taika Waititi's bastardization. This is from Spencer Baculi at Bounding into Comics. Shout out to you, buddy. In further confirmation that the actor, like most everyone, is fed up with the director's blatant disrespect for the character, Chris Hemsworth has declared that his return to the MCU as Thor is contingent on being able to play a drastically different version of the character compared to his portrayal under the irony-laden direction of Taika Waititi. Yeah, this is what we got from Taika Waititi. Hemsworth spoke to his potential future as Mjolnir-wielding Norse god during a November 23rd appearance on entertainment reporter Josh Horowitz's Happy, Sad, Confused podcast. Or Josh Horowitz. Timestamp 23 minutes. Asked by Horowitz, where do you go with Thor at this point? Hemsworth asserted that while he is unaware or unsure if he would get another chance to pick up the hammer now that his Marvel Studio contract has closed out with Thor Love and Thunder. God, that is such a bad way to go. Should he ever get the chance to reprise his role, he would love to see his thus far career-defining character written in a way more akin to the tortured hero he was in the last two Avengers movies rather than the bronze over brains comic relief he was in his last two solo outings. I think you look at Thor and Thor the Dark World, and they were quite similar. The actor opined to his host, Ragnarok and Love and Thunder similar. I think it's about reinventing him, or reventing him. I'm guessing it meant reinventing. I think I've had such a unique opportunity in Infinity War and Endgame to do very drastic things with the character. I enjoy that, you know? He added doing his best to sidestep calling out Waititi's indifference to good storytelling by name. Yes, this whole thing was god-awful. I like keeping people on their toes, he continued. It keeps me invested. I've said this before, but when it becomes too familiar, I think there's a risk in getting lazy because then you go, I know what I'm doing. And honestly, folks, in my opinion, Thor and Thor the Dark World, as bad as everybody says Thor the Dark World is, I honestly think those are his two best portrayals as Thor. He is a god of thunder. He is a warrior. He is that kind of personality of I'm going to do what is right for the realms. He's a completely different character in Ragnarok and Endgame, or Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. Ultimately, Hemsworth admitted, so I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I'm invited back, but if I was, I think it would have to be a drastically different version in tone and everything, just for my own sanity. I mean, yes, bring back this one where he's back to wanting to take the head off of a frickin' Titan, you know? Instead of being the frickin' dumbass that Waititi made him. As noted above, this is not the first time Hemsworth has expressed public dissatisfaction with Waititi's handling of the God of Thunder. Speaking with Vanity Fair in the wake of the discovery that, as revealed in the 5th episode of his Disney Plus series Limitless, he's genetically predisposed to Alzheimer's disease. Hemsworth asked or was asked by Outlet writer Anthony Bresnikan if these experiences focused on longevity change the way you plan to look at your future. And he said 100%. So yeah, they're going into that. I already covered that. So yeah, I would love to see Thor as this kind of god, this kind of person that's going back into it. Not somebody who's going to be, oh, I'm just an idiot swinging swinging a hammer and making fun of myself and making myself look stupid so that everybody else can look good. That's what Thor Love and Thunder and Ragnarok was. And honestly, I think it was one of the dumbest choices a person can make when handling a character who is a god of thunder and war, if you really want to get deep into the whole mythological aspect to it. But anyway, I completely think that Chris Hemsworth has every right to ask for this or to basically make this decision or request. I mean, if he does come back, and I think he should, because honestly, I do not. I say this with risk of sounding sexist. I don't think that an all-female Avengers is going to do anything. It's actually all that shit is turning people off. It's not because they're all female, but it's because of all the male bashing that they did in those shows. And it kind of is ridiculous, honestly. So yes, I think that we need to bring back characters like Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, who's not a dumbass version like they made him in freaking She-Hulk. I mean, yes, he showed her up and he kicked her ass, but that was all there was to it. But yes, I'm completely in agreement with Chris Hemsworth here. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this? Do you agree with Chris Hemsworth that he would like to have a reinvented, more drastically different version of Thor? Or do you like Taika Waititi's version that makes him look like a cuck? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. This has been Orange Chat Reviews. Stay humble.